person.
5 seconds to say hello.
So now that you've watched a lot of guys interact with women that they don't know, what are some of the dynamics that you've seen there, like when guys are overcoming their fear of interacting with women? You're saying that these guys, they have these irrational fears about things, and
Well,
go ahead.
I've noticed certain body language in men that is just nervous behavior that we can all, and women do this too, and we can all use to take a deep breath. I mean, I for one, I'm nervous up here. This is difficult, and it's fun too. So I just have to keep thinking in my head. I'm doing a little check-in right now, and I'm thinking, this is fun, this is exciting, my heart is pounding, but I'm still having fun.
And how can I use this
and how can I use this to my advantage?
Exactly.
So I've just taken a deep breath. And
but for a lot of these guys, overcoming the problems they were having before, you can see it in their body language where they just sit up a little bit taller. Every single time that we tell them a little bit more information about females and what they're thinking, and they just are much more proud of themselves, and they're much more confident as to who they are and that they can approach these women, and that if the woman does reject them in some way, that it's not their problem. They're still coming back to us afterwards. So it's okay if they don't have that woman there. There's 20 other women in the room, and there's millions of other women in the world. So if that person then and there doesn't reject them, or rejects them, then there's tons of other possibilities. And another important thing is before you do go and approach women, look to see if they are approachable. So if you see a group of women who are, let's say you go to a bar, and a lot of women like to go out and be with their girlfriends. If women are in a tight huddle, focused on each other, complete eyes are locked, there is no way you're breaking into that little, circle of women.
Do you say hen?
I was going to say like a hen's nest. But
hen's nest.
Yeah. There's no way you're going to break into it because they're not interested in being picked up at that point because they're totally focused on their friends.
They probably haven't seen each other in a while, and they're in it. They're having some kind of serious conversation.
Yeah. And I've been, at a bar several times when somebody does try and come into the circle and they're actually like poking you on the shoulder, trying to get you to turn around. And all I want to do is catch up with my friend who I haven't seen in
a day.
Let's say a day. we have so much to catch up on because a lot of things have happened, and you just want them to go away, but you want to be nice, and you're trying to talk to them, and they're just really bothering you, and then you end up being mean to them, and they feel horrible about themselves. The girls that you want to approach are the ones who are at the bar, who are sort of in conversation, but they couldn't really.
And they're looking over each other's shoulders. They're like this,
and they're just like glancing like this.
They're maybe smiling.
And at that point, you should swoop in there, and you can say anything will break the ice. Yes, break the ice with these women. They are looking to be entertained, and they are looking to be distracted.
What I want to know is, why is it that women get dressed up and put on all that makeup and dress so sexy with a low-cut blouse to go talk to the friend that they haven't seen in so long, just so they can complain about the men that are trying to talk
But they want to be picked up when they're not involved in that serious conversation.
I know, I was just kidding.
But they are dressing up for other women. They're not really dressing up for men.
That's a very interesting point, by the way. Will you just talk more about that?
Okay, well,
one of our biggest things we've acknowledged is that men want beautiful women and women want men who have beautiful women.
Yes, women are competitive by nature. Women like to have what other women have, especially. So if they want to be the most attractive woman in the room, they want to have the most men coming up and approaching them because that puts them above every other woman in the room. Even your best friend, deep down inside, you are on some level competitive with her. So
you guys ever fight?
The two of us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I watch?
Yes.
Yeah.
Who usually wins?
Actually, we're selling the video of our last.
And I have long nails, so.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice. So what you just said is very interesting. Men want beautiful women. Beautiful women want men
who already have beautiful
women.
Yeah, that's why our service works, and that's what it's based on.
So, like when you have a date or a girlfriend and you go to a bar, you might notice that other women are paying undue attention to you, and you're thinking, why is it when I have somebody, why do I have so many more? It's like when it rains, it pours. That whole theory.
And exactly what you had said before about talking to the number one in the room, and then the number 7 is all over you.
Mm.
You create a
validation
little buzz
for yourself and a little buzz. Yeah, it's like you've got a great publicist right there, sitting right beside you.
More, please.
Okay.
Certainly. So listen to what she's really saying. So we've just talked about body language, but we can also talk about some words. Anytime a woman uses double entendres, that would be a good sign for you that she's probably interested. A double entendre is when she might make a pun or say something and have some kind of sexual reference. and or if you make this kind of joke and she doesn't have distaste for that, that's a good sign.
And she's probably pretty into you. As well, reading her body language. If she is sitting there, arms crossed, looking over your shoulder, making the help me eyes, which I don't know if you know what that is, because most men can't ever read the help me eyes.
Girls will know. You'll probably know.
Yeah, it's like, did you even see what I just did?
We had one,
it's tiny. But as soon as I do that, any female in the room recognizes the help me eyes and will come over and save me from this man. So a lot of the times,
and
you've
let's
been
do it
blaming.
Again. I see some confusion in the audience. Help me eyes are when you're talking to a girl, and she might look at you, and she'll sort of nod like a ghost, and then she'll somehow find a girl.
And lean forward, and her eyes just get bigger. And that other woman will. I've done it for strangers at bars. Or when we're out, if I see somebody doing that, you know they want to be saved. And so a lot of the times, men blame that friend who always comes around to protect their girlfriend, but the girl's usually signaling for it.
So if you see a girl do that, excuse yourself.
Yeah, get out of there.
Just save yourself face and walk away. I mean, or say, it was great talking to you. I think I'm going to go get a drink now.
Which at that point, she'll probably like you.
Because you
left.
Right. I know it's confusing. We're a different breed.
Very interesting. And then also, if they are giving short one-word answers, that's definitely a sign as well, where they're just trying to be polite, because women are very proud.
We're bred also to be like cordial, polite, like their little neighbor.
And they'll stick around in conversation until they have some sort of easy out. And a lot of men think, oh, she's standing here. She must really be into me. She's probably not half the time. She just doesn't want to be rude and walk away from me. And plus, it's nice for her to feel
wanted.
Yeah.
An example of a woman who might feel trapped. I'm going to give you an example. When you're talking to maybe the coat check woman at a bar in the wintertime, and you're giving her your coat, and you're talking for like 10 minutes, really notice her eyes and her body language, or if she's just doing her job. Because if she's standing behind the closet, like in the closet, she doesn't really have an out, until the end of the night. So you really have her cornered, which may not be a great thing. From a woman's perspective, she may not really be into you, but she's being polite.
And she wants a bigger tip.
She wants a bigger tip. So make sure you note, or try and take heed of what she's saying, and if she's giving cold or short answers.
And if she's trapped in a situation with you, or if she's choosing to be there.